Alrighty, howdy folks. I am Tex aka Charles, and this is Operator the Game. The one that everybody talks about, not many people might know about. But if you're in the know and you like tactical shooters, this is, bar none, one of the best ones that I have seen so far. You know, you can run it by yourself, you can run it with a team. It's primarily PvE. There is PvP elements. I haven't had a chance to really play with that yet. I've only ran a couple of the PvE instances. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm gonna go Lone Wolf right time. Alrighty, so here is your armory and your shooting range. I'll show you the shooting range here in a second. Okay, so this is where you're going to have your mission planning. This is where you can set up your kit. This is where you get your rifles, your weapon systems, all that good, fun operator stuff from, right? You got the little M320, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, haven't really played with that yet either. I haven't needed ordnance as of yet. Alrighty, so you can go in here and you can set up your rifle. Now, what I like about this is you can actually set up your eye relief here. You know, you can move the sight up and down to Picatinny. I've got a basic M416 here, HK. You know, just chilling. Got the can, got the light, got the basic EOTech, right? That's good enough for government work, right? Alright, moving right along. You got the 10 inch, you got the shorty barrel, you can throw an 18 inch on there, you can throw all kinds of stuff. Like, the weapon customization just is bar none insane in the membrane. Just awesome. You got your different ammo types, you got different kinds of magazines. Like, if you want to throw a monkey nut on there, you can throw a monkey nut on there. It's that sick. Right? It's just awesome, right? Alright, so I've already got a couple of different little rifle setups. So I'm just gonna stick with dance with the one that brung me, right? Go back to here. Alrighty, now you can go into customer customization. Wow, words hard English. Alright, anyway. As you can tell, I kind of got like a little Seaburn setup going on here. I like it personally, but if you look real close, if you played Armor or Forger before, some of this stuff is starting to look kind of familiar. I don't know if that means that we have a couple of devs that are on here, you know, playing around with this or not. But if so, I'm all for it because this game has been absolutely just great so far. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get out of there. I actually need to get a different keyboard because sometimes the keybinds are a little wonky if you try to reset them. So that's obviously something that needs to be worked on. And they just did this update where you could actually enter into a command prompt. Say like if exfil is bugged or something like that, you can just call that up. You know, type it in the little command prompt. You know, debug exfil, and then it'll attempt to correct itself in game. It's kind of nice. Um, Once again, you got all your weapons here. You got the F2000, 416, 416, 416, M4A1 Classic, and then that looks like an ERG2. But yeah, you got the SCAR systems, got the MP9, MP5. Oh, anyway. And then, of course, you can't go wrong with the Classic, you know what I mean? If you want to reach out and touch somebody. But, or you could just thunderbump the whole room if you really wanted to. I do like the pistol selection here, obviously. You got 17, 18C, 45, 19. Got the 2011s down there. I personally like it is a guy, but that's just my speed. And yeah, you got battery rams, all kinds of stuff. I personally like to make an entrance, but that's just me. Alright, for mission planning itself, well, I guess I'll take you over there to shooting range, right? Let's go ahead and take you over there. Pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, you could actually adjust the targets, everything back and forth. You could actually see what kind of sight you're actually putting in. So, you know, you move up. I didn't tell you to stop. Alright, there you go. So you aim in, and... oh yeah, and you actually have to rechamber rounds. Ta-da! Alright, let's pull this out. Alright. And we will... Pow, right in the kisser. It's not bad. Not a bad spread. Had a couple of flyers there. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and drop mag. Alright. Then you go over here. And mag manager. Refill. Alright, we're good. And exalt. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and get right into a mission. Now that y'all seen a little bit of that. I'm trying to do this kind of quick so I can show y'all more of the gameplay itself. It's pretty awesome. So let's just run it. Got the first mission here. You select all your missions from this point here, obviously. Alrighty, so here's a picture of your HVT, right? And you got a couple of different infill, exfil points. So that's an exfil point, that's an exfil point. I'm gonna go ahead and disable these because I want to land out in the field. We're gonna be right here. This is where we're gonna go in, this is where we're gonna leave from, okay? Well, I guess I could freaking exfil there. No, I'm leaving it there. Alrighty, without further ado, let's jump into this. Operation Black Spear. CIA handler. We tracked down the hideout of a key figure in the Cedar Front, a foreign terrorist organization responsible for shooting down an American airliner, claiming the lives of several American citizens. The target, codenamed Houston, is believed to be hiding in an abandoned supply depot. Intelligence indicates that Houston and his men are using the compound as a training site for new recruits. The HVT is believed to be wearing a uniform or insignia marking his high rank, which should make it easier for you to PID him. And remember, this one's strictly off the books. Host nation is unaware of our kinetic operations on their soil, and we'd like to keep it that way. No room for error, gentlemen. Good luck. Hostile presence. Approximately 16 hostiles reported on site. No civilians. Infiltration vehicles. Civilian SUV, inmates Little Bird. Extraction zone, same as infill. Objective. Eliminate HVT Houston. Now here you can select whether you want to go night op, day op. I'm just going to go ahead and go day. Preparation time, up to 5 minutes if you have a couple of boys rocking with you. I'm going to go 10 seconds. Alright, let's just jump right in. Alrighty, so once your boot's on the ground, of course, if you select the appropriate kit, or plate carrier rather, you will be able to see an ATAC. Now I'm not sure if the other vests and everything else have it or not, but this particular style does have an ATAC and you're able to maneuver it around, you're able to pan out, pan in, all that good stuff. So that really does come in handy. Personally speaking, I don't care to use it that much. I like kind of being surprised by the enemy, but, you know, every plan doesn't survive first contact with the enemy. So we're just going to go ahead, we're going to engage these two guys, because I have a feeling they're going to be marching on my position here pretty quick. Alrighty, so you go ahead. Alright, see that? Make sure that your rounds are ready to go. Okay. So obviously you saw this right here, right? So they're going to be advancing down this hill on this road somewhere, right? There he is. See that? Got movement over there. Times 2. That wasn't a great shot, was it? They know I'm here now. That's for damn sure. Let's go get them. Come on, partner. Yep. Just one drop. Just gotta start squirting. Yep. Called it. As you can tell, your heart rate goes up, all that good stuff, until you are outside of combat. Also, between low ready and high ready, it's always better to have high ready because your arm does get tired for having it extended for that amount of time while you're aiming down sight, so keep that in mind. Double tap shift to sprint. No workarounds. What? I'm not sure if he tanked those or if I was just going under his armpit or something. That was ridiculous. Alright, let's go ahead and top off. I'm not on my game today, boys. I shouldn't have to hit my bolt release, but let's go ahead. Alright. Yep, knew it. Okay. Scan for further tangos. That looked like one, didn't it? Move behind the rock. Woo! Spicy! So as you can tell, I'm getting suppressed right now. I'm gonna go ahead and break contact down this hill. Alright, we're gonna open up the ATAC, see where he's at. Alright, so we got times 2 contacts, potentially 3 out in the open. We'll swing this hill a little bit. No visual confirmation. There he is. Okay. Night night. Can't get a beat on him. Where you at, you SOB? Now, in this game, you can get one tap, so be very wary about that. Come on, get your ass up and move. We're gonna skirt the perimeter on this one, boys. Sorry, I thought I was gonna go knock on their front door. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Not by myself. What you got for me? Night night. Alright, check the ATAC again. I hate doing this, but it's just the way I'm going to do it right now. So you got a Reaper drone, why not use it, right? Top it off. He's fine. He'll be right as rain tomorrow. Now I'm trying to push through this fast just so y'all can kind of see what kind of chaos breaks. Yep. Called it. So now we get it. Whoo! He walked right up on me, didn't he? He was right in front of you and you missed. Sorry, Mulan flashback. Alright. So obviously you're in pain, so you're going to want to go ahead and hit yourself with morphine. Now, whenever all of your stuff gets zeroed out, I'm not sure what happens. Luckily, though, I am wearing level 4 plates, so that probably just saved my tuchus right there. Okay. Woo! Right. Yep, one tapped. Yep, should have played that corner, kept on going. It is what it is. But there you have it. There is the basics of operator for you. And yes, it is fun, it is chaotic, it is great. I couldn't ask for a more realistic or semi-realistic shooter, you know what I mean, or tactical shooter. It's super fun. You get a couple of boys hanging out with you, and you know you'll be Johnny on the spot. There are S vests in another mission I've seen, so that makes it even more chaotic. So I will leave it there, and yeah, that's operated for y'all. Hope y'all take it easy.